Welcome to the Health, Happiness and Planet podcast. When you are healthy, you have many goals in life and 1,000 things you would like to accomplish. But if you are not healthy, you have only one goal, which is to get well again. I can tell you, when you have your health, then you are already a multi-millionaire. If you were sick and had a lot of money, you would give it all up to get healthy again. If you are interested in learning about a healthy lifestyle and start a journey to getting healthier, then this podcast is for you. If you are already healthy and you would like to get tips and tricks to maintain your health and reduce the risk of unpleasant surprises in the future, then this is the place to be. It is for everyone who wants to make sure they are doing the right thing with their lives and the lives of their children to contribute to more quality days ahead. In the end, it's all about adding more quality, healthy, and happy days to the life we are given. My grandfather had high blood pressure for most of his life and died from a heart attack. My dad also takes medication for high blood pressure and had a minor heart attack a few years ago. My doctor said that I too had high blood pressure and high cholesterol, therefore I would need to take medication for the rest of my life to keep it under control, and at the time I was only 24 years old. Back then, I had no idea that the solution was greatly related to lifestyle changes, rather than taking pills that were less effective and caused side effects, which in turn required taking more pills with other side effects. I was in a vicious cycle, making the pharma industry rich while feeling sicker every year. I took medication to keep my blood pressure and cholesterol down, which was harmful to the liver in the long run. Then I started suffering from allergies with constant runny nose, itchy eyes, sensitive gums, and sneezing attacks. Further, I started having food allergies, especially to nuts and some fruits, which resulted in taking more pills for that. The allergy medications clouded my focus, and my mind was sluggish, like I was working in slow motion and struggling with mental fog. Various times of the day I would have energy dipping points where I couldn't focus on my work and didn't know how to get my energy back up, especially since I never drank coffee or energy drinks. At night, my heartburns would keep me up and I was prescribed another medicine for that. My joints and ligaments in various parts of my body were hurting due to inflammation. Each week, my acupuncture doctor had a different pain point to target. Even my feet hurt, and I never walked more than 1 kilometer a day, which is equivalent to 0.62 miles. With all these problems, I struggled through the day, and I was happy to sit on the couch at the end of the day, watch a movie, and go to sleep. When I was 31 years of age, I realized that I must be doing something wrong and decided to change the way I was doing things by 180 degrees. Step by step, I solved all of the above problems, and I am proud to say that for more than a decade, I no longer take any medications, and all my health problems have been gone. Now I have so much energy that my wife and I walked across Europe covering over 10,000 kilometers, which is equivalent to 6,213 miles, completely barefoot, which was one of the experiments that I will speak about later in the podcast and in my upcoming book. Looking back, I realized how much more productive I could have been at work if I had the energy I have today. I did not even have the energy to create or pursue exciting goals because I was constantly drained. When all this changed for the better and my mental clarity appeared, I was able to look at the world in a different way, ask different kinds of questions, take on life with joy, and start to plan my personal and business goals and dreams. That day, when I decided to change the way I was doing things to get a different outcome, I felt overwhelmed. It was a challenge because I did not know what lifestyle changes to make. I did not know what my daily bad habits were and how to replace them with good ones. I also believe that all products on the market had been tested for safety and approved for consumer use. Since this was not always the case, I had to figure out on my own which products to eliminate and find alternative solutions and products that were good for me and for the planet. Then, when it came to nutrition, I had to think differently, be more aware of my body's response to food, and ask the right questions to get the right answers. All of this took a long time because whatever I researched about health and fitness, I found different results depending on who posts the information and whether it's biased or not. I've learned that I must first look at who is sponsoring or paying for these studies and articles. One must follow the money and see why specific information was written and considered while other data points were left out. One must cut through all of the hidden agendas and find what is true. So, I started testing all of the different factors myself and gathered my own experience. Since my background is in business problem solving as a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt, project manager and data analyst, I decided to start with my own project. The first was health topics and finding the truth about what makes us healthier. The next part of my project required 15 years of data collection. I continued to collect data by observing trends and correlations even today. My goal is to find out what makes people happy and what energizes them. On the other hand, I also wanted to know what drains their energy quickly so that we can avoid these factors from our lives. I was very curious about why some people can't be energetic and joyful in life, while others are full of energy. Therefore, I interviewed hundreds of people over the years to find out what fuels and what drains their energy. After collecting lots of data, I then created subgroups and prioritized them according to the feedback given to me by the people I spoke to. These factors were then personally tested. There are 6 main groups, which are movement, work, emotions, nutrition, woo-woo, and rest. Each of them has 6 to 8 subcategories, which we will talk about in detail with interesting guests in this podcast who are experts in the field. I'm always excited about finding ways to be more efficient because higher efficiency equals less energy that needs to be wasted. All of this and more will appear in my book, which I'm writing, as well as in the podcast series. I committed myself to go on a journey to use my Lean Six Sigma project management skills to find out what are the factors that give us energy and makes us happy, not only for us, but for our children. We don't have to make the same mistakes that our forefathers made just because of tradition or bad habits that were not recognized as bad habits at the time. I would like to offer you the results from my research on what you can do every day to live a fuller and happier life with more energy. This will be contagious as you will lead by example and inspire other family members and friends to follow your lead and benefit from living a joyful life. The final component of this podcast is to take care of this beautiful world we call home. It is our responsibility to take care of it for future generations. The big lessons for me was to realize that it's all connected. If we live a healthier life, we will be happier, which will reflect in our mindset, behavior, and actions towards the planet. We will have a heightened sensitivity to the fact that having a healthier planet will have a direct correlation to better overall health for ourselves. We cannot thrive in a sick environment. We are part of nature, and if we take care of it and make it strong and vibrant, so will we. My goal is for you to get small action steps that you can implement at the end of each show. This way, you can put your new knowledge into practice, feel healthier, happier, in a sustainable way that will have a long-lasting effect. My name is Juan Eduardo Steigerwald. I'm former senior corporate executive who founded an environmentally friendly digital training company called Wave Business Excellence Footprint. I'm based in Valencia, Spain, and I have 3 weekly podcasts. First Waves, which aims to help employees get off the hamster wheel and give them a set of skills to boost their careers in the company they work for by improving processes and business issues. The second podcast is dedicated to management, and it's called Business Excellence for Managers, where I will teach them tools and methods to improve process performance, team spirit, company culture, employee and customer satisfaction. The third weekly podcast is this one, where I'm going to show you how to live a healthier, happier, and more conscious life while taking care of our planet. When you can continuously improve your health, you will be able to face all your goals with more energy and focus.